happy Halloween, people. I'm in my car. I just got to the grocery store and I decided to bring my video camera with me. I'm here to get some stuff for a Halloween party at my son's school, but I thought while I was here I would do a little tour of the store since we're going to be starting our clean eating challenge tomorrow, and I thought this would be a good way to get started, just to see what kind of foods there are in the store, how it's set up, and what kind of foods are clean, what is real food, so we can start eating healthy, feeling good, and getting our bodies the way they should be, healthy. Okay, I'm going to take it in, I'm going to take the camera in, and I might have to be sneaky, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, we're going to start here. This is the produce section. See, it's all just fruits and vegetables. And here's my cart. I already got some fruit in here. And this is all real food. This is all basically, you know, you can't go wrong when it comes in its own packaging, which is its peel. I use potatoes, which are right here, for my starch, since I can't have bread or flour because I have celiac disease. And rice and oats bother me also, so I usually use potatoes. Coming up over here, we have the meat. Okay, we have the seafood here. It's just frozen seafood. Nothing added, no breading or anything like that, so that would be considered clean. However, when you come over here and you find these kind of things, imitation crab, not clean, not real. Crab cakes, all this stuff has extra flour and preservatives and all kind of stuff in it. Like I was saying about the imitation crab, this has all kind of fillers and fake artificial chemicals in it, so that would not be considered clean. All this bread, that's flour, that's all processed, that's not considered clean. Okay, I turn the corner and here's all the meat. As you can see, I'm doing the perimeter around the store. When you look on all the internal aisles here, that's where most of your processed food is, and that is not, I mean, some of the food you can eat in there, but a lot of it is processed and does not have the nutrition you need. Okay, all this, like fresh meat, this is all good. When you're trying to lose weight, you want to opt for lower fat, like chicken, turkey, seafood, and kind of hold back a little bit on the red meat. Not good. All these processed, fake, fast foods, prepackaged, not good. Bacon, tons of preservatives and chemicals and nitrates and things, not good. Cheese, this is all good. This is all okay. Then we come over here in the other parts of the dairy section. This is a lot of it's okay, not all of it. You know, this Jell-O pre-made pudding and all this is processed, fake. It's like, what are these chemicals we're putting in our body? Okay, then we have this other dairy over here. This is good. This is Greek yogurt. I'm not sure what they do differently to Greek yogurt than regular yogurt, but Greek tastes way better. Has a ton more protein in this one. This brand is actually certified gluten-free, which I don't know how to zoom in my camera, but there is a certified gluten-free symbol on this. Milk, this is good. I get skim, I get whole for the kids. Okay, butter gets a bad rap because it has a lot of fat, but it is actually very good for you. It has a lot of vitamins in it. I get this one, unsalted butter. I do not get margarine. Margarine has a lot of chemicals. I don't know if you can see this, and I need to. Vegetable oil, blend, blah blah blah, salt, mono and glyceride, soy lecithin, artificial flavor, palmitate, whatever. Whereas butter, sweet cream, natural flavoring. It's like the more ingredients you have, the more chance you're going to have chemicals and fake stuff in there. I eat a ton of eggs. Eggs are really good for you. Bad, bad, bad. Okay, soda is not good for you for many, many reasons. I'm sure you've heard about when they put the carbonation, just the carbonation and the acid in it can actually like melt a penny if you put it in a cup of it for an extended period of time. I can't remember how long it was. And then, you know, caffeine's not good for you. Obviously a ton of sugar. And then in the diet drinks, it's even worse because it has the artificial sweetener. So really try to cut back or cut out soda if you can. Okay, now I am really excited that a lot of companies are making gluten-free products now, so this is not to bash this company. I'm actually really excited that I have this option to eat occasionally. But even when I eat gluten-free flour, I feel bad. This, main number 1 ingredient, sugar. Number 2 ingredient, semi-sweet chocolate chips, which is sugar, chocolate liquor, cocoa butter, soy lecithin, and vanilla. Cocoa, rice flour, potato starch, cornstarch, xanthan gum, and salt. So, anyway, I'm excited that it's gluten-free. And there's actually several here, and I'm excited to have that option. But you should, and then those of you who, can eat regular flour and sweets, it's not good for you. So if you eat it very occasionally, that's okay. I'm not going to say I totally not eat this stuff all the time. But I can tell you when I do eat it, I feel bad. Sugar, obviously, is not good for you. It raises your insulin levels, which causes people to gain weight around their waist and in their stomachs. It just messes up your whole kind of body chemistry. So, a little bit. I'm not saying totally cut it out completely, but if you can cut out a lot of it, it would be great. Make you feel better, help you lose weight, etc. And this is actually pure processed sugar. So your body doesn't even recognize this. Same with these artificial sweeteners. I used to think this one was okay because it's derived from sugar, but actually I heard they soak it in like bleach or something like that to change the chemistry. So all of these things are not good for you. This is what I've been using lately for my sugar, and it's actually sugar cane juice, and then they evaporate it, so it's not processed. So it's still sugar, so it still raises your glycemic index and all that, but it's natural. It's not totally processed like these other things. Other good options are honey, maple syrup, and date sugar. Okay, I'm hiding over in the dog food aisle now because people kept looking at me, and I'm very uncomfortable doing this. But I wanted to point out about soup, just because soup is sometimes considered a diet food, like, oh, I'm just going to have soup, I'm on a diet. But soup, the ingredients in here, chicken broth, carrots, cooked white chicken meat, tomatoes, wild rice, celery, that sounds all good. Then you got modified food starch, which is like just fake gross starch, and a lot of times has gluten. Chicken fat, potassium chloride, corn protein hydrolyzed, maltodextrin, yeast extract, soy protein isolate, natural flavor, which a lot of times natural flavor is not as good as it sounds, and that has gluten in it most of the time too. Sodium phosphate, calcium chloride, egg yolk, citric acid, beta carotene, whatever. It's like all these just chemical names that you don't even know. And I could tell you that, I used to eat soup all the time before I had celiac disease, and thought it was good for me, blah, blah, blah. Now I can't have it anymore, and I learned how to make my soup from scratch. And now, like if my husband opens up a can of canned soup, all of us, even my kids, were like, ooh, it smells artificial. It smells disgusting, because we're used to eating the real thing made from scratch. And so, anyway, I just wanted to point that out, that from scratch, it takes a little bit of getting used to when you first are starting out, trying to learn. When you're used to eating processed foods all the time, it is kind of a challenge to learn how to make things from scratch. But once you do, and you start eating the other stuff again, or you smell it, it's artificial, and you can tell. Okay, the dreaded bread aisle. This used to be my favorite food in the entire world, was bread. And a big shock to my system and my life when I was diagnosed with celiac disease and told I could not have it. But now that I've learned more about nutrition, I realize bread is not good for you anyway, even people who are not gluten intolerant. Let's just look at this one, for example. It says wheat. Let's see, does it say whole wheat on it anywhere? Let's see what the ingredients are here. Enriched bleached flour, wheat flour, malted barley flour, blah, blah, blah. High fructose corn syrup, wheat gluten, wheat bran, blah, blah, whole wheat flour. So there is some whole wheat flour in there, but it's like later on down the list, so it's not the number one ingredient. Molasses buttercream, diglycerides, sterile lactate, calcium peroxide, azorocarbamide enzymes, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing these correctly. Calcium sulfate. I'm skipping over some things. Yeast, soy flour, distilled vinegar. Anyway, it's just like a bunch of things that it's not, let me see what it says for this. It's not adding any nutrients to your body. It's just fluff. Plus, it's a high glycemic index, which I mentioned a little bit before, and that's when it just basically turns to sugar once you digest it, and that adds weight gain in the waist, plus messes up your blood sugar and all of that stuff. Here's some other lovely things, bread stuff that have sugar on top of them. Obviously, this is not clean. Okay, I'm back. I don't know how helpful that's going to be. I hope it helps a little bit. I did not plan what I was going to say when I went in there, and I was nervous because all these people were looking at me, so I had to do quick little shots of me talking about different things. So anyway, I don't know if that'll help. I hope it does. If not, we have our support group, and we can talk about different types of eating and different clean foods and recipes and share ideas and stuff and help each other, because the goal is for us to all feel good and lose that extra weight that we want to and all that. So anyway, I will talk to you later. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I had to do my psycho music at the end. Hope you have a good Halloween. Bye-bye.